Ross Feingold from Taipei. He's the former Asia chairman of Republicans Abroad. Ross, always good to talk to you. Thank you for your time. What's Russia's interest in helping Bernie Sanders' campaign in these elections?
Well, it seems that Russia's interest is to sow discord in the United States. Bernie Sanders, as many Democrat politicians have said, including the candidates for president other than Bernie Sanders in the Democrat primary, that he would be a lightning rod for criticism by President Trump and Republicans. In fact, he'd be a very easy target, not only because of his current policies might be too left of center for American voters, other than those who enthusiastically support Sanders, but his history as a self-described socialist. We have to understand that calling yourself a socialist in the context of United States politics, it gets a very strong reaction from a lot of Americans, not just Republicans or Democrats, but independent voters or people who don't even really follow or engage in politics closely. But a socialist is really outside the mainstream of American politics, and Bernie Sanders is a self-described socialist. So helping Bernie Sanders win the primary and creating a more contentious presidential election season where the Republican side is going to be saying, my gosh, there's a socialist, you can't vote for the socialist, which of course will anger Sanders supporters. Arguably, that works to Russia's advantage. They want to see discord in the United States. They don't necessarily want to see Bernie Sanders win, but they do want to see discord.
And of course, they want to play into helping President Trump win in November, because there are also reports that they are trying to interfere with his campaign. Trump has, of course, dismissed those as rumors that were started by the Democrats. Why would Russia, though, try to interfere once again in U.S. elections, considering they came under so much fire because of their meddling in the 2016 presidential elections?
Well, we have to keep in mind that whether it's meddling in the United States or Russia's involvement in war, conflict in the Middle East, and interference in European politics as well, trying to split the NATO alliance, Russia wants to stay relevant. After the Cold War, they went to this period of great economic and political dislocation internally. They became less relevant as a world power. And President Putin has spent much of the last 20 years trying to make Russia a relevant global power. And these kinds of actions, even if they'll deny it, of course, but it demonstrates to the Russian public that Russia is relevant. And that's important for Putin. And it frankly scares some other countries, doesn't necessarily scare the United States, but obviously other countries that don't have the ability to push back as strongly as the United States will be scared, and they may give in to some of Russia's demands. So this just works perfectly with some of Putin's foreign policy goals. So it should not surprise us that Russia would try to do this in the United States or in other countries.
And it will be interesting to see if that has any impact on U.S. voters come November. Ross Feingold, live to us there from Taipei. Thank you for that analysis.